What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So we're gonna check out 10 themes that instantly kill the WWE superstars aura. Look, a good theme song can really help out a wrestler's appearance, overall appearance. And if the theme song is awful, there's a good chance people are not gonna care what's happening in the ring with that wrestler. And they could be putting on a good match, and maybe they can somewhat get used to this person and start warming up to this person. But when the theme music hit, they don't get no reaction because the theme music bad. And they may actually care about the wrestler. They may have built a connection with the wrestler themselves. But if the theme music is awful, as soon as you hear that music, you're just like, ah. Like, for example, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Once you heard "We Are," you automatically like, oh, brother. I'll never forget, I think they were coming in to help someone on SmackDown not too long ago, and you heard their music, the crowd didn't get no pop. They didn't. Not because they didn't want them to help out who they were trying to help out. It's just the music itself was just like, ah, brother. We like these guys, but change the damn song. So we're going to check this out. Should be a good one. Appreciate all love, support. Let's get right into it, man.
I say it like that.
Theme songs that killed a WWE wrestler's aura and credibility.
It happens.
Number 10, Carlito. Now, there was a ton of hype surrounding the WWE return of Carlito. Carlito was a name that fans wanted to see return for some time, and when he was announced to return full-time in 2023, fans were excited to see his next run in the company. One of the issues with Carlito's presentation was that WWE changed his theme song. Carlito's first theme was a major part of his character and gimmick, and the new theme song was flat and lifeless and didn't remotely fit the persona. But it wasn't just the WWE fans who weren't a fan of the new theme, as this is what the former Intercontinental Champion had to say during an appearance on the Ringer's Cheap Heat podcast. You mean the intro? It's a little different. I wanted to do something a little different. It's been all this time. You gotta change with the times a little bit, so I wanted to kind of keep the cool more, but just come out with something new. From what I've heard, people aren't crazy about the theme song yet. I wasn't either. So maybe it's one of those things that might grow on you later on. We'll see. Carlito.
It has not. I just want y'all to know. It has not.
Joe continued by saying, they ran it by me. They wanted to change it. I wasn't crazy about changing it. I wanted to keep it. I liked it the way it was, but they said they wanted to change it. Alright, let's see what we can do. They asked me for the input here and there. Needs more bass here, needs more drums. Little things like that. Then the lines they wanted to change. I didn't want the old lines from before. Over the past year or so, WWE have wanted to change established songs, and this was even seen with Randy Orton. Infamously, when Orton returned from injury in late 2023, WWE actually wanted to change his iconic theme song, but the WWE legend outright refused when he heard it. Number 9, the British Bulldog.
I'm so glad they never, bro. Randy's theme song will stay that way until he retires. No, never change it. There's no need to. It's perfect. It works. It's fantastic. No.
It was a smart move for the WWE to change the presentation of the British Bulldog in '99. Bulldog's persona was incredibly outdated, and it would have been met with lukewarm reviews in front of a rabid Attitude Era audience. WWE would change everything when it came to the Bulldog, and this included his in-ring attire as well as his iconic theme song. Unfortunately, whilst the reasons for changing the theme were justified, Bulldog would use a metal-sounding song that was completely uninspired and arguably one of the most unmemorable theme songs of the respective era. The only link the theme had to Bulldog's prior gimmick was that it had dogs barking at the beginning, and outside of it, it was just a generic mess that became instantly forgettable.
Not a generic mess.
Heidenreich. A Heidenreich was designed to be the next big bad for The Undertaker in 2004, and whilst he had an imposing look, the character and in-ring work just wasn't at the level needed to work on par with a legendary name such as the Dead Man. One of the more puzzling things about Heidenreich was his theme song, as his theme song was like a fan-made parody song. The song just literally featured a generic beat with Paul Heyman screaming his name over and over. Whenever this song is played, it was easy to see why the fans weren't taking what was supposed to be WWE's next top heel seriously.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. If you have a good theme, it helps enhance your character. It helps people somewhat buy into you a little bit more. But if your theme is not good, how am I supposed to care about you, bro? How am I supposed to, oh, you're the next big bad guy? I don't care. Your theme suck. I can't take you seriously.
Heidenreich was a Paul Heyman guy that fans often forget, and unfortunately, he was a name that even the master himself just could not get over. Number 7, Isaac Yankem. The mid-90s was a time period where WWE were utterly obsessed with wrestlers having professions for their gimmicks. The roster was stacked with plumbers, magicians, and even a demonic dentist. Isaac Yankem was introduced as Jerry Lawler's personal dentist, and Yankem would be given a push of a lifetime as he would face Lawler's arch nemesis Bret Hart at the 1995 SummerSlam event, whilst Yankem would go on to play the iconic...
That's so crazy. He went from a dentist to Kane, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Kane's original theme definitely worked, but I'm telling you, when he cut his hair, oh, he had the best theme. Oh my God. Not when he cut his hair. I mean, essentially his hair was cut, but when he took the mask off, oh bro, iconic thing. I love that theme. It's one of the best wrestling themes, and it fit. He came a long way when it was all said and done, man.
The Kane character would be a solid in-ring addition to the roster. Everything about the dentist character just didn't work, and it didn't help that he had possibly the most irritating theme song of all time. It's hard to come up with any creative ideas for the theme song for a dentist. However, WWE's idea was literally a drill sound effect over and over with a classical backing track. And we've seen time and time again that outlandish villains can have strong theme songs, but this clearly wasn't on the minds of WWE's music department at the time. Number 6, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin had one of the most celebrated theme songs of all time during the Attitude Era, and in 2000 they made the bold and somewhat controversial call to change the song. Austin's initial song perfectly captured the essence of the character, and it gave him a sense of awe and legitimacy as he made his way down to the ring. Luckily for Austin and WWE, the new theme song received widespread praise. The new version was produced by Disturbed, and it gave Austin an even edgier presentation as he made his entrance. The song now had lyrics, yet these lyrics managed to suit the legend himself, and it instantly became a fan favorite. Unfortunately, the new theme song wouldn't last, as when Austin became a member of the ECW-WCW Alliance in 2001, Austin would ditch the Disturbed theme in favor of a song that sounded like it was produced by Def Rebel. The theme song was titled Venom, and it was just a complete step down compared to what came prior. It was pushing into territory of generic, and it didn't portray to the audience that Austin was the biggest wrestling name on the planet. Number 5, Aleister Black.
That is fair. That is definitely fair. But granted, once again, his aura was so overwhelming, it didn't matter. It didn't matter, bro. People were still going to react to Stone Cold because his aura was that over. But he is a prime example. Once you heard that glass, bro, dum, 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 oh, man, you knew business was about to pick up, man.
Now, it's rare to call any theme song from the past decade a masterpiece. However, when it came to the first theme song for Aleister Black, everything fell into place.
Oh, it was
the
good.
Theme song was ominous, yet it gave Black that cool factor, and it gave him an aura that was hard to beat when he was using it on the NXT brand. This theme song was combined with a special entrance that made Black look like the most unique yet imposing wrestler in all of WWE. Whilst Black would use this entrance for a number of years, it was only a matter of time before they decided to switch things up, and Black would debut the now infamous song known as No Man's Land. The song was a huge downgrade, and even though Black was slowly changing his character, he didn't need to change the theme song in any way to represent this behavioral shift. Number 4, Wade Barrett. One of the reasons why the Nexus faction got over in 2010 was their theme song. Their theme song was memorable, and the lyrics and beat managed to capture the essence of the group's motivations. When the group splintered off and Wade Barrett started a new faction known as The Core, WWE would debut a new theme song for the faction, and based on the success of the first Nexus theme, fans actually had high hopes. This new theme would be titled End of Days, and to say that it underdelivered would be an understatement. The theme song was often labeled as a jobber's theme by fans, which was harsh, but this was a justified criticism, as it was just so generic and lifeless. When the group made their entrance using the song, they received zero reaction, and the dull theme song was without a doubt a significant factor in the group failing to connect with the crowd. Number 3, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's NXT run was one of domination, and WWE managed to assign Baszler the ideal theme song to represent this domination. Baszler's NXT...
Her theme song in NXT was perfect, bro. So perfect, man. Ooh, it's really reminiscent of her career in WWE. It's like her career in NXT, perfect. From how they booked her and presented her, perfect. Once she got to the main roster, everything went downhill. From how they presented her to music, I don't know what happened. I mean, Vince happened, but still, man. Even under Triple H's Control, she hasn't really been booked well, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest with you.
NXT theme was titled Loyalty is Everything, and the theme song sounded like a song that would be present in WCW in the early 90s.
It worked.
It had a throwback sound to it, and Baszler managed to match all the mannerisms and a trademark walk to the beat with great effect. Unfortunately, the main roster theme song that Baszler had been using in recent years is produced by Def Rebel. The songs sound like a generic song made for an MMA fighter. The song is flat and lacks any sense of creativity. The theme song is often make or break for wrestlers getting that initial pop from the crowd. It's definitely hindering Baszler's success on the WWE main roster. Number 2, DIY.
Oh, I'm glad they're on the list.
One of the trends of modern WWE theme songs is Def Rebel's obsession with theme songs having spoken intros. These are a staple of Def Rebel's work, and the worst example is the current theme song for popular tag duo
I just said it at the beginning of the video.
DIY. The DIY tag team have used endless theme songs over the years, yet this is without a doubt the worst.
The worst.
The theme song starts with an intro which screams, but it gets annoying after one listen, and it's mainly down to this ridiculous intro that doesn't help their presentation in any way. It's been reported that WWE and Def Rebel are parting ways, and if this is indeed the case, then hopefully WWE's new music producer leaves the concept of theme songs having spoken intros right in the past.
And it's crazy because their new theme song it's much better in my opinion. I can rock with their new theme song, the theme song that they have now, their heels. I can rock with it so much more than what the hell this was. We are fucking losers. That's what you guys are. Anytime I saw that, I was like, oh, we are about to turn the TV off. This is awful.
And number 1, Rikishi. When Rikishi turned heel in 2000, the upbeat theme song that Rikishi used as a member of Too Cool just wasn't going to cut it. The theme song was designed to get the fans up and dancing, but now that Rikishi was one of the most detestable heels in all of WWE, it needed to change with immediate effect. Rikishi would debut a new theme known as Badman, and whilst the theme song wasn't too bad, it just lacked that X factor that was needed out of a theme song for a main event star during that time. It didn't help that the opening few seconds were extremely quiet, so if the crowd weren't making any noise, it would often come across as awkward, and it would highlight that the heel character wasn't working to the level WWE wanted. But there you have it, folks. 10th.
Yeah, man. And Rikishi had a dope, like, when he was like, you know, a babyface, his theme song was it fit. It fit that time period with the dance and everything. It was perfect. But obviously, when you change characters and then you have a babyface type entrance like that, you kind of have to change it up. It gotta be more dark, more gritty, and it can make or break. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. So comment down below, let me know some other wrestling theme songs that when you hear it, you just groan, or it makes you want to turn the channel. You don't even want to see them wrestle, even if you're a fan of that wrestler. Just a theme song, it's just not good. Y'all let me know down below. I appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking it with me. See you on the next one. Peace.